Hi, welcome back, and tonight I'm going to be doing a special request for my dad. I asked him what he would like to see me make, and he said steak and cheese. At first, I was going to do the steak and cheese I thought everybody else would like to see, but then I decided to do steak and cheese my way. Okay, so I told you guys that I was going to do steak and cheese my way, so this is exactly what I would put on my steak and cheese. Sub roll, I'm going to put mayonnaise on both sides of the bread. This is the thin sliced ribeye. You see all this white running through? That's all fat, and fat equals flavor. That's great marbling. It's going to add great amount of flavor to the meat. For our seasonings, we keep it simple, salt and pepper. And then for the toppings, pepperoncinis, provolone, onions, and mushrooms. And that's my perfect steak and cheese. Okay, so I'm going to heat the olive oil in a cast iron skillet. You can use a nonstick if you want. I just prefer this because it caramelizes the vegetables and the meat really well. And so I'm going to heat the oil on medium-high. And once it's nice and hot, I want to add a tablespoon of butter. Now, if you're trying to be healthy, you don't have to add this part. It just gives the vegetables really good flavor. So in go the onions. Give them a little stir. Now I am going to do the mushrooms and onions separately because if you overcrowd the pan, the vegetables are going to boil instead of getting nice and brown and caramelized. And so I'm going to do them separately, one after the other. Okay, after about 15 to 20 minutes, they should be nice and caramelized and brown just like this. We're going to pull those out, set them aside, and do the same thing with the mushrooms. Okay, so I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon of olive oil, 1 more pat of butter. Stir that around. And in go the mushrooms. And they're going to look nice and toasty brown just like this. And then we're going to mix them back in with the onions. Okay, you're going to wipe out the pan, add a little bit more olive oil, and get it nice and hot. You can see it steaming there. And then you're going to add your nice thin slices, what I'm talking about, thin sliced ribeye. See how thin that is? It's going to be perfect. Now you don't want to overcrowd the pan. You want it to get nice and crispy. So in this cast iron skillet, I'm going to do 4 pieces. Give it about 30 seconds and then you're going to flip it over. Flip it over, it should look nice and brown like that. And then you want to take your spatula and kind of cut it up into little sections, as big or as small as you like. You're going to put all the meat for 1 sub in the middle of the pan. Add some of those yummy onions and mushrooms. Put on however much cheese you want. I'm going to add 2 slices. Cut the pan down to low and wait for that to melt. This is melting away. I'm going to take these rolls, butter them on both sides, and broil them for about a minute, maybe just a little bit over. Watch them the entire time or they will burn. So this is what the roll should look like when it's finished. Nice and soft on the outside, nice and crunchy on the inside so it doesn't get soggy. So I'm going to take this long, flexible spatula. It's a fish spatula, but it's going to work perfectly for this, to scoop up all of our ingredients and lay them right in to that bun. And the cheese. And then we're going to finish it off with the pepperoncinis. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in. I hope you enjoy my version of a steak and cheese. And if you want to purchase a cast iron skillet, which I think is a must-have in any kitchen, I have posted the link below. If you haven't subscribed and you enjoy this video, just click below and then hit the bell for notifications so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And Dad, your steak and cheese is ready.